Welcome back to the realm of ambrosia, my friends. Today we'll discuss a certain paradox each and every one of us has to deal with on a practically daily basis. Have you ever felt encapsulated in your own comfort zone? This seemingly cozy area of existence, where every scenario seems familiar and manageable, can sometimes feel more like a penitentiary than a sanctuary. Why does that occur? It's predominantly because comfort zones, while they may feel safe, can metamorphose into a trap. They're often places where personal progression is stunted, where potential is limited and opportunities are bypassed. Allow me to elucidate. What exactly is a comfort zone, you may ask? It's a psychological state where circumstances feel recognizable and comfortable, and you may feel like you're in absolute control. It's a realm of minimal stress and risk. Sounds ideal, doesn't it? But here's the predicament. When we restrict ourselves to our comfort zones, we limit our experiences. We put a cap on our ability to learn, to evolve, and to transform into well-rounded individuals. Consider life as a boundless ocean. Your comfort zone is akin to a safe, small harbor. It's consoling, undeniably, but if you never venture out of that harbor, you'll never uncover the immensity and splendor of the ocean. You'll never experience the adrenaline rush of sailing through the expansive waters, of tackling the waves, and charting your course through the unexplored. The same analogy applies to life. Undoubtedly, the comfort zone feels secure, but it's also stagnant. It's the area where dreams and ideas are buried, potential remains untapped, and growth is arrested. Prolonged occupancy in the comfort zone can lead to complacency, where you cease to evolve, cease to push yourself, and cease to progress. This complacency ushers you into what is referred to as the comfort zone trap. This trap is deceptive. It can delude you into believing you're satisfied, or perhaps even joyful, with your current station in life. But in essence, you're merely settling. Settling for mediocrity, safety, and comfort. And while comfort isn't fundamentally a negative aspect, it becomes detrimental when it starts obstructing your growth. So, what's the antidote here? It's to realize that the comfort zone is not a sanctuary, but a trap. It's essential to comprehend that life's authentic treasures are ensconced outside the comfort zone. It's about pushing the limits of what feels easy, taking risks, challenging yourself, and aiming for growth. For in the end, the comfort zone is merely a burial ground for your dreams and ideas. But is your comfort zone really as safe as you think it is? Often we imagine our comfort zones as snug, cozy rooms where everything is familiar and predictable. However, this sense of security is nothing more than a beautifully crafted illusion. It's a mirage that seems real, but often evaporates the moment you reach out to touch it. What you perceive as your safety net is, in fact, a deceptive trap. It's not only a place where dreams can wither, ideas stagnate, and the potential for personal growth is severely curtailed. Nor is the comfort zone only the graveyard of untapped possibilities and unexplored opportunities. The sober truth is that it can also become our graveyard as well. Now you might ask, why is this so? Well, it's because the comfort zone is often a breeding ground for denial. We deny our deepest desires and dreams, telling ourselves that we are content where we are. We deny the need for change and growth, convincing ourselves that we are safe and secure within our familiar routines. We may even deny the urgency of some holistic physical treatment which could save our very lives. And here's the kicker. Denial can be deadly. It can lull us into a false sense of security, making us oblivious to the dangers lurking in the shadows of our comfort zone. It can blind us to the fact that we are standing still while life is passing us by. And anyone who dares to shatter this illusion, who attempts to pull us out of our comfort zone, is seen as a threat, an enemy to be avoided at all costs. The irony of it all is that the longer we stay in our comfort zone, the more uncomfortable it becomes. What once felt like a safe haven starts to feel like a prison. We become restless, frustrated, and unhappy. We realize that we are not truly comfortable, either physically or mentally. The harmful habits we've cultivated, the negative patterns we've fallen into, they start to take a toll on us. In the end, we come to a startling realization. All too often, the familiar does not mean safe, but exactly the opposite. The comfort zone, the place we believed was our sanctuary, can in fact be the most dangerous place we could ever choose to stay. So, ask yourself again, is your comfort zone really as safe as you think it is? Why does stepping out of our comfort zone make us feel anxious? This is a question that many of us have asked ourselves, and the answer lies in our primal instincts. The human brain is wired to seek safety, to avoid danger, and to stick to what it knows. It's a survival mechanism that has served us well throughout history. But in our modern world, this instinct can sometimes hold us back. You see, the comfort zone is a psychological state where things feel familiar and safe. We know the rules, we know the outcomes, and we feel in control. Outside of this zone, however, everything is uncertain. We don't know the rules, we can't predict the outcomes, and we feel out of control. This uncertainty triggers a stress response in our brains, causing feelings of anxiety and fear. This is why we often resist stepping out of our comfort zone. While this fear of uncertainty can be uncomfortable, it's not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it's a natural and healthy response to a perceived threat. The problem arises when we let this fear control us, when we let it prevent us from taking risks and trying new things. Because it's in these moments of uncertainty, when we push against our comfort zone, that we have the opportunity to grow, develop, and become stronger, smarter, better versions of ourselves. Ironically, it's the very thing that we fear, uncertainty, that is necessary for personal growth. Because growth involves change, and change is inherently uncertain. We can't grow if we're not willing to change, and we can't change if we're not willing to face uncertainty. So, in a way, the fear of uncertainty is also a fear of growth. But here's the thing, we're not helpless against this fear. We can learn to manage it, to tolerate it, and even to embrace it. We can use it as a catalyst for growth rather than a barrier. And the first step in doing this is to acknowledge it, to recognize that it's okay to feel anxious when stepping out of our comfort zone. Because, as we've seen, it's a natural response to uncertainty. So, remember, anything outside the comfort zone creates uncertainty, and uncertainty makes us feel anxious. But with the right mindset, we can turn this anxiety into a source of motivation and personal growth. What does stepping out of your comfort zone truly mean? It's like opening a door to an unexplored world, inviting you to set foot into a new realm of opportunities and experiences. Imagine a world where you are constantly learning, where every day presents a new lesson, a new perspective. When you step out of your comfort zone, you open up to this world of endless learning. You could learn a new language, a new skill, even a new way of looking at life. These aren't just lessons written in textbooks. These are lessons that enrich your soul and broaden your intellect. Now, consider the people you've yet to meet. Each person you encounter outside your comfort zone is a potential friend, mentor, or inspiration. They carry with them stories, experiences, and ideas that can profoundly influence your life. They can challenge your beliefs, introduce you to new cultures, and even help you discover parts of yourself that you never knew existed. Then there are the experiences waiting just beyond your comfort zone. These are not the mundane, routine experiences you're accustomed to, but entirely new and thrilling adventures. You could find yourself exploring a city you've never been to, tasting a cuisine you've never tried, or even standing on top of a mountain you never thought you could climb. These experiences, these people, this learning, they all contribute to your personal growth and development. They help you become a more well-rounded individual, more adaptable, more resilient. They help you realize your potential and push your boundaries, empowering you to reach heights you previously thought were unattainable. But it's true that stepping out of your comfort zone isn't always easy. It requires courage, it requires resilience, and most importantly, it requires an open mind. However, once you take that step, once you embrace the unfamiliar, you'll discover that the world outside your comfort zone is a world of wonder and growth. So, what does stepping out of your comfort zone truly mean? Quite simply, it means expanding your world. What happens when you practice venturing out of your comfort zone? This question is a gateway to exploring the boundless benefits of leaving the familiar behind. When we allow ourselves to step into the unknown, we open up a world of potential, growth, and amazing new opportunities. Think of it as an investment in your personal development. The price you pay is replaced with a wealth of knowledge, resilience, and a broader perspective on life. Each time you venture out, you're chipping away at the walls of your comfort zone, gradually expanding it. Imagine a ripple effect this creates. The first ripple, the initial discomfort, may be small, but as it expands, it reaches further, touching aspects of your life you might not have initially considered. Each ripple represents a new experience, a new challenge, and with it, a new opportunity for evolution. Stepping out of your comfort zone also equips you with the tools to navigate change. Change is an inevitable part of life, but it doesn't have to be a daunting prospect. When you regularly challenge your comfort zone, you're essentially training yourself to adapt and thrive in changing circumstances. As humans, we tend to forget that the comfort zone isn't a fortress of safety, but a prison of stagnation. The price of staying within its walls is a life of mediocrity, a life that is devoid of growth and new experiences. But when you dare to step out, you're choosing to embrace the richness of life in all its uncertainty and beauty. You're choosing to learn, to grow, to experience. You're choosing to become a more resilient, adaptable, and accomplished individual. You become a person who doesn't just survive change, but thrives in it. So let's start seeing the confines of the comfort zone for what they truly are. Not the gates guarding a safe haven, but a hurdle. A hurdle that, once cleared, opens up a world of opportunities, insights, personal enrichment, and brilliant discoveries. Remember, it's only when we dare to step out of our comfort zone that we truly start living. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Just as all progress takes place outside the comfort zone. Remember, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe to the Realm of Ambrosia, a place of beauty, free of falsity, where you can regularly partake of the food of gods for your body, soul, and spirit.